Question 1. Myra is 8 years old now and her father is 44 years old. In how many years' time will Myra be 1/3 as old as her father? We have this table that is set up and let's fill this in. Right now, Myra is 8 years old and her father is 44 years old. The difference between them will be 44 minus 8, which is 36 years. And in how many years' time will Myra be 1/3 as old as her father? That means Myra will be 1 unit and her father is 3 units. So some years later, Myra will be 1 unit and her father will be 3 units. Okay, that means that Myra will be 1/3 as old as the father, or the father is 3 times as old as Myra. And what is their age difference in units? That will be 2 units. Since the age difference between Myra and her father will always remain the same, the difference is unchanged. Hence, the concept is constant difference. So if Myra is 8 years old and the father is 44 years old, their difference is 36. Now, suppose a year later, Myra is 9 years old and the father is 45 years old. Their difference will still be 36. And suppose 2 years later, when Myra is 10 years old and her father is 46 years old, their difference will still be 36, and so on. And then there comes to a point when the father will become 3 times as old as Myra. However, the father will still be 36 years older than Myra. So this is the concept for the age difference that remains unchanged. From here, we are able to tell that 2 units will be 36. So let's write that down. 2 units is equals to 36 years. 1 unit will be 36 divided by 2. That gives us 18 years. Hence, some years later, Myra has 1 unit of years. That will be 18 years. And her father will be 3 units of years. That will be 18 times 3. That gives us 54 years. The father will be 54 years old and their age difference will still be 36 years. So in how many years' time? That means how many years have passed? Right now, Myra is 8 years old. And years later, when she's 1/3 the father's age, she's 18 years old. So how many years has passed? That will be 18 minus 8, and that gives us 10. Hence, in 10 years' time, Myra will be 1/3 as old as her father. In other words, in 10 years' time, her father will be 3 times as old as Myra. Question number 2. John is 1/4 as old as his sister. In 14 years' time, he, means John, will be 3/5 as old as his sister. John will be 3 units and his sister will be 5 units. How old is John now? I have this table that is set up. Right now, John is 1/4 as old as his sister. Means John is 1 unit and the sister will be 4 units. And in terms of units, the age difference is 3 units. And years later, which is 14 years later, he will be 3/5 as old as his sister. John will be 3 units, his sister will be 5 units, and the age difference in units is 2 units. And since the age difference will remain the same, we have to make this 3 and 2 to be the same number. So the first row, we will times 2. This gives us 6 units. 4 times 2 gives us 8 units. 1 times 2 gives us 2 units. And then for the second row here, which is years later, we need to times 3. The whole row times 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 3 is 9 units. And let's see how the units has changed. From 2 units, it became 9 units. That means we added 7 units. From 8 units, it became 15 units. That means we added 7 units. And 14 years has passed, 14 years later. That means this 7 units is 14 years. Okay, so 7 units is equals to 14 years. The question wants us to find out how old is John now. And we have to look at this number here that we have multiplied. 7 units is 14 years. Let's find 1 unit. 1 unit will be 14 divided by 7, which is 2 years. And we want to find 2 units because that's the age of John now. 2 units will be 2 times 2, which is 4 years. That means John is 4 years old now. Okay, 4 years old. And that's the answer to this question.